Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. This is another behind the scenes. Welcome back to the weekend. We are taking the weekend to do behind the scenes and showing you more of my collection, both the Star Wars collection that I have and comic books, some of my other knickknacks, things that I collect, kind of showing you a little bit more about me, pulling the curtain back on the Magic Reviewer so you can see a little bit more about what I'm into, but then also looking at my deck collection. So many of you have asked to see my deck collection, and there's just so many cards, and I thought, rather than go through the cards really quickly in some 30-minute video, I would go through them a little more slowly so that you could see all of them, and maybe if there's a deck or two in there that you're like, oh wow, that's cool, you could go back later and find the full review that I did. These videos are getting kind of long, so let's just get into it. All right, as usual, I have just grabbed a baseball card box off my shelf. This looks like one of the smaller boxes I have, so there's not going to be as many decks in here. I haven't looked inside of this yet, so I don't know what cards are in here. It says Penguin on the end, but that's rarely a good indicator of what's inside. Sometimes, I mean, it might be, we'll see, but I'll be just as shocked or surprised as you. All right, so this is what we're looking at today, and there are some Penguin decks in here, actually, and let me line it up as best as possible. Looks like these cards at the top are some Penguin decks, and I will do my best to remind us all what decks these are, where they came from, any creators, and if I don't remember, I will make a comment on the screen. So I'll go back when I edit and just kind of fill in some of the blanks. I hate it when people say, I don't know. I don't ever want to say I don't know, right? I want to tell y'all what's going on. I got more space on this side. So it does look like there's a lot of Penguin decks in here. So we will be looking at some Penguin decks. Big shout out to Kevin Rylick and everyone down at Penguin Magic. That is where I get probably 90% of my Magic and playing cards. I've been a big fan, big supporter of Penguin Magic since I was a wee lad. So since most of these are Penguin decks, let's start there. I know I do see some that aren't, but a majority of these are. This is a really cool deck. I don't believe they made a lot of these. It was kind of a limited run, these X cards. And there's the back. Of course, it's the same as the back design, if I remember correctly. It was a good, this is a really good offering to the casino look, to have a casino back, but also the white poker edges. There's the Joker right there, the big X. And then this Tanagram style Ace of Spades, okay? And then going through the cards, standard faces, standard courts, right? Nothing different there. So good all around worker deck, and in a color that a lot of people like, red. I believe that next deck on there, the Steeplechase Park Coney Island deck, done in the old vintage state fair kind of amusement park, circus art. There's your back design. Definitely a acquired taste. I don't know that it's necessarily for everybody, but let me see if I can find our key. There's our Jokers. So it's that grinning face. Okay. I didn't see the ace anywhere. Kind of an off red. It's kind of muted. And the blacks aren't black. They're kind of like that denim blue. Same with the courts. The colors are very washed out. Let me try to find that Ace of Spades before we go. There it is. Steeplechase. There it is. Okay. So that was the Steeplechase deck. And you should always head down to Penguin Magic and peruse their playing cards. Everyone always thinks of them as a place to get Magic, but they have tons of cards. Tons. I think this is the Halloween deck, right? Yep. So Jack-o'-lantern, on the front. Spooky graphics. Here's your back design, kind of like a pumpkin patch. And then here's your Ace of Spades right there. All kinds of one-way design characters going through it. Kind of like a little bit of a cartoon Halloween, but then almost a Tim Burton-esque art. So if you like the spooky cards, you like collecting cards like that, that's a lot of fun. So they've done Halloween decks. They've also done Christmas decks, which I see right there. But I'm going in order across the top here. These are tally-hos, right? Obviously. And this is actually a Penguin Magic release. So they're both tally-hos, right? Both tally-hos. Both number 9s, right? But different backs. And I think they're released at the same time. Let me look if there's a date or a year. 2015, yeah, both released 2015. So, and they're gonna look just like tallies that you'd expect, right? But done in white. So, and then done on, you know, amazing stock, amazing cut, amazing feel. So, but then it's gonna be a standard deck, a tally-hos, everything that you'd expect. Ooh, love that feel. And then the other one is gonna be exactly the same, right? Yeah. And yeah, same Joker, same faces, right? So those are a great option. And a lot of magicians love tally-hos. Who doesn't love tally-hos? And going off that same, well, that's not Penguin. We could do the 2 honeybees. Yep. So honeybees is one of their flagship decks. They've released several of these in the past, and it's a play, right? It's a play on, and also an homage to Bicycle's bee decks, right? But these clearly have more to do with bees than actual bee decks. So full artwork to the edges, full bleed, honeycomb with a bee on top and bottom, kind of makes your fans and flourishes all one solid color. Reds are more of a blood red. Court cards have border and then bee colors, black and gold. And then let's check but otherwise it's gonna look somewhat standard to most people. Got a black double backer there. And here's your Joker, Beekeeper. And you get this cool, like, I'm covered in bees card. And your Ace of Spades right there. So that's the yellow. That's a deep cut for any of you who know the I'm covered in bees quote. And the black deck, similar, but black. And I don't believe there's too much of a difference between one and the other. I think the Jokers are the same. Yep. So, and then the courts have the black border instead of the gold border. Anyone still use their honeybees? Anybody still like their honeybee decks? I know they came out a while back, but who did these? This was Midnight Cards, right? Midnight Cards did all the artwork on there. Love Midnight Cards. Were these P3s? They are not. So just saw the edge there. Let's keep going. Christmas. Da, 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 da. Christmas back. And they've continued to do Christmas decks, Penguin. So looks like a kind of a ugly sweater back design. And then similar to the Halloween deck, one-way imaged graphics done in red and green. Very cute, right? That's a good word to use. Cute. So Christmassy, great stocking stuffer. You know, if you're a person that's into cards or a magician and you want to get people stocking stuffers, you should get them a Christmas deck of cards, right? Who doesn't need a new deck of cards? Everyone's, you know, you ever go to somebody's house and you ask them for a deck of cards, it's always some crusty, dirty, gross deck, right? I know this one's Penguin. How many Penguin ones do I have left? These two, right? For sure. Let's make sure I do all the Penguins in order. Woodlands playing cards, sideways tuck. Look at that tuck seal right there. That's pretty cool. These were a thing. I don't notice as many people doing sideways tucks anymore. What have you seen? Here, back design, kind of like an owl, forest green, and then here's your jokers, also very woodland creatures. Ace of Spades, very simple. Stark tree. Beautiful quartz, I think. Old-timey, but then done in like a black and green as all the cards go sliding off. Have you noticed that I haven't had any decks upside down yet? That's kind of cool. Very interesting feel to these cards. I will have to check the bottom of the tuck case. Yep, expert playing cards. Yeah, they did not feel like bicycles. There is something about bikes that when you have them in your hands, you just know. You just know. You can feel it. You're just like, yeah. I already showed you the Ace of Spades. What am I doing? All right, I've done everything. So yeah, I'm tripping out because you know, I'm an old man. I'm starting to lose my memory already. Let's go with another green one, or let's go back to Halloween again, I guess. Oh, this is a shattered, more of a shattered glass spiderweb, I think is what it was, and nothing on the box. Pretty cool. And I know that this is a gaff card with a spider on it. That's the back design. Looks exactly like the back of the tuck case. So, and I think that means it's a one-way back. Yes, it is a one-way back. Court cards, very stark, like shadowy, ghost-like. And then here's your reds. Colors again, all muted. I like those courts. Red and black cards, the same. So standard. Here's your Ace of Spades. Got that spider web. Got some jokers. Yep. So one joker with a spider, one joker without a spider. Pretty cool. Be like, where'd it go? It's on the back of your hand. Eek. There's a spider on the back of my hand. Oh, like I always gotta do one of these. Here, like, so there's some cards upside down in this deck now. Oh no. For all those people that are like, All right, Westminster Elite playing cards. This one was 2016. Yeah, a little bit of an older deck. One of their earlier designs. Phil Smith, though. Phil Smith. I mean, come on. Legend. He's a legend. Does all the artwork for DMC now. Here's your Joker and reveal, right? But standard, all the way through, which makes it a worker deck, right? For sure. Standard courts as well. There's your Ace of Spades. And your other Joker is the card with the back showing. So, beautiful back design, similar to what you'd think maybe a stained glass window would look like, but just green. I'm gonna look real quick to make sure. Yep, Elites. You're like, what? Bicycle? Let's move these now. And now that we got some space, Bicycle Elites. So let's talk about bikes for a second. You want a deck of cards that's gonna be a worker deck, but also feel and handle great. This is what you're looking for, Elites, right here. Full back design. Magicians love this. We're always looking for this because it's a great way to hide a card, okay? If you have a card that's just kind of hanging out there in the back, you can almost flash the back and they can't tell, right? You can flash the back, they can't tell, and then you go, was your card the... Why did I grab the blank card? That was so lame. Let's, that's the double backer. So see, hey, so, hey, you got a blank card and a double backer with every deck of Elites. That's kind of cool, right? Yeesh. David. All right, let's just grab a card from the center. There you go. Hey, let's do that all again. All right, so you got this really cool back, get the full back design, not the advertisement back, because it makes hiding cards on the back easy, right? You can show the back of the deck. It looks like standard back, but then when you're ready to reveal the card, you can say, was your card the Six of Spades? So that's kind of cool. But yeah, also you get two full color jokers. So no more of this, one black and white, one color. You get two that are the same, which is good for Monty effects, right? Also. And everything else, though, is standard. And it's going to be everything you'd expect a bicycle deck to be. But if you've just ever wanted to have a nice deck of bikes without having to worry about registry errors or other things that come along with the inconsistency of grabbing a bike deck off the shelf, I would rather just go buy a whole brick of Elites. And I believe I have one more Penguin Magic deck, the Choice playing cards. This first one from Ben Colozzi was a Penguin Magic release. I know he made some others after this, different colors. I didn't get them all. I really wanted to. The Jokers are a clover, like that. And you got the old school court cards, right? Old school courts. And you'll get a double backer, which is cool. But a little bit more chunkier pips there, right? And did I find the ace yet? Ace of clubs. Third joker, and there you go. Ace of spades. Choice. So, yep. Yep, bicycle cards. If it says Erlanger, Kentucky on the bottom, that means they were printed by bicycle. 9 times out of 10, if it says printed in the USA, that usually means it's bicycle, but you can't always go by that. Let's see. I've got an Illusionist. I've got a Lux. Oh, I got another Penguin Magic. Blue Crown. MPs. Oh, they're kind of a lot of haphazards. I got one more Penguin Magic. I was wrong. I love this deck. Love this. Also expert playing cards, by the way. Architect playing cards. Okay. Matte blue tuck case. Silver foil inks. Form follows function right there on the outside. And there's your back design. Kind of looks like the Tally-Ho circle backs we looked at earlier, doesn't it? So here's some reds. It's pretty standard. Got the old school court cards for those of you who are into that. Where is... Sometimes I always used to stick these cards probably went right into the box sometime around after I did my review. There's your Joker. There's your Ace of Spades. Yeah. This was one of those decks where the tuck case is like, you have some of those decks where the tuck case is like so much better than the actual deck. I almost wish the deck was done in the dark blue with the white or the silver, the negative, like this instead of this. Like this almost has, too much white space. All right, I know Ignite is Illusionist. That's the only Illusionist box there. Okay, so Ignites. I think there was a second one that came out with this too, right? They did like a Fire and Ice thing. I don't have the other one in the box. Yeah, so this is a full bleed back as well. So you can see what that looks like. Okay, so full bleed backs are nice for fans and spreads, flourishes. Got some fire in the pip there. Really small indice in the corner, not full size, right? And here's your Jokers. It's a lady's profile with her mane hair flowing. Blacks also have one fiery pip, and court cards look like that. There's another court. There's another court. That was a cat, in case you were wondering. I am a cat owner. There's your Ace of Spades. There's my cat again. He is probably upset at me for not petting him at the moment he walked in the room. It's like, how could you do this to me? You're ignoring me. All right. What else? Which is funny. Well, no, it's ironic because I'll often complain when magic houses film videos and they have a cat walk across the room. This isn't open, so I will not open it in front of you. British Monarchy Tally-Ho's black and gold. This says it's Lux playing cards, also made by Bicycle, which only means I probably have another one of these decks somewhere in another box. So probably maybe a different shade, but can't open those for you. And I got 2 Midnight Cards. No, that's Blue Crown. This is Blue Crown, right? Yeah. Aladdin's. There's a nice little theme there. You got to see some tally-hos, and now you're going to see a deck of Aladdin's. Blue Crown put these out a while back when, yeah, they were Blue Crown and not House of Playing Cards. And they're white Aladdin's, so they look like that. Can I get a, nah. Looks really white when you do that on this camera. Advertisement card, standard quartz, standard pips, everything standard deck. Let's see, got your typical Aladdin bunny in an egg jokers, and then your Ace of Spades there. So typical Aladdin deck, aside from the fact that it's got a recolor on it. And let's look at these. This is Explore, designed by Danielle Hare and Tanya Gaio. Bicycle cards. Doesn't say much more than that. Cardazine cards. So this looks like just a random box or a random tuck that I threw in. Globe, some historical, popular cities, historical and cultural, modern architecture, romantic. Airplanes on the jokers, globe and city on the back design. It looks like every face is a different place. So Cancun, Hong Kong, Munich, Zurich, Helsinki, Istanbul. Yeah, you get the picture. Stonehenge. Places, right? Places around the world. 2 left. Both very interesting decks we have left. We'll do the MPC number 1s. MakePlayingCards.com, they had a rep for a while as being very cheap, and MPC released the number 1s as their kind of like push into the better, right? So they had a better stock. So they put these out as a way of saying like, hey, you want to use a better stock? We've got it. And they do feel more like what you'd expect a deck to feel like. Not bicycles. They don't feel like that, but they do kind of have an upgrade feel to them. So that's their back. This is a full casino, and they did I think they did one in each color. They did a blue and a red. And their own court cards kind of have a vintage look to them. And then look at those aces, nice and big. Let's see if I can find, so there's your heart and your club, and oh, there's an ace of clubs, there you go, and ace of diamonds. You may leave those cards flipped over. No, you don't want me to. Ace of spades. Oh, here's the jokers. Here's a joker, very original, right? More of a jester look. Here's your ace of spades and red joker. So, and the last one is one of my all-time favorite decks, the first ever United Cardists signature deck. This was BMP Poker World and Midnight Cards again. Yeah, super favorite of mine because this is a forum. United Cardists is a playing card forum. If you're not a member, you should go join if you're into playing cards. But when they were first designing this, there was a thread of people and posting their ideas, and I remember that I was in that thread, and I gave my ideas, and I think they used one of my ideas, but now I can't remember. I remember it had something to do with the back. It was something to do with the U and the C maybe locking together, or where they stood on the bar. I had some sort of idea that they ended up using. So that was kind of fun. So that's the back design right there. Not as modern today, but back then when it came out, it was like, wow, right? A custom deck. What does it say when these came out? 2013. Yeah, 2013. So long time back. Some of you weren't even born yet. Midnight Cards ad card, standard, and then green instead of red. Pretty cool. So green quartz, and then and what else? A negative image gaff card, 2 jokers. Yeah. Sometimes cards can look just as cool from the face. So I'm not getting that in camera. I'm not getting that in camera shot. But yeah, there's that box number 4, green foil on the inside. That's the whole kit and caboodle. That's all of it right there, closed up, ready to go, back in the pile. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.